In a magical world, high above the clouds, floats the magnificent city of Atheer. Built on the branches of ancient, enchanted trees, Atheer was once a vibrant city, bursting with color and filled with the sweetest dreams. But lately, a strange gray mist has been creeping in, a mist of estrangement born from unkind words spoken between friends and neighbors. With every harsh whisper, another part of the city loses its color, its joy, its dreams. Our story begins with four inseparable friends who notice the fading colors and feel the city's sadness. First, there's Hala, the seed guardian. She's a bit shy, but she has a magical gift. She can talk to plants and make even the tiniest seed sprout into a beautiful flower. Then, there's Farah, the cloud weaver. She's bold and creative, and she can shape mist and clouds into solid objects, like fluffy bridges or strong shields. Next, there's Jana, the sound catcher. With her keen ears, she can hear the secret whispers of the ancient trees and turn their wisdom into melodies that can heal and soothe. And finally, there's Talia, the clever mastermind of the group. With her enchanted pocket watch, she's a brilliant puzzle solver who can see exactly how much time is left before the city's heart, the great dream tree, loses its last glowing petal and all of Atheer turns gray forever. One afternoon, as another petal drifted sadly down from the great dream tree, Talia's watch began to glow urgently. "Girls, look!" she cried. "The whispering trees are calling for us." Jana closed her eyes and listened intently. "They're telling us a story," she whispered. "A story of hope. To save Atheer, we must find 3 legendary keys of kindness. These keys will unlock the great dream tree and release its power to clear the mist of estrangement." Hala looked at her friends, her heart pounding. Then, what are we waiting for? Their first destination was the shimmering mirror tower, where the key of forgiveness was hidden. The tower was a confusing maze of reflective surfaces, each one showing distorted, angry faces, the echoes of old arguments. The reflections whispered mean things, trying to make the friends doubt each other. "You're too shy to be a hero, Hala." One reflection sneered. "You're too reckless, Farah." Another hissed. The whispers were getting louder, and the mist of estrangement began to swirl around their feet. Talia noticed the hands on her watch spinning faster. "We're running out of time. The tower is feeding on our fears." Farah took a deep breath. "I have an idea. We can't fight the reflections, but maybe we can change what they see." She began to weave the thick mist around them into a soft, cloudy blanket. "Hala, quick! Give me something beautiful to show them." Hala reached into her pouch and pulled out a single glowing seed. She held it close and whispered words of encouragement and love. "Grow," she murmured. The seed sprouted into a brilliant golden sunflower right in her hands. The light from the sunflower projected onto Farah's cloud blanket, replacing the angry reflections with images of kindness and laughter. The harsh whispers turned into soft apologies. In the center of the room, a key made of pure, clear crystal appeared. It was the key of forgiveness. Next, their quest led them to the waterfall of time, a thundering cascade that flowed backwards. Its waters were filled with broken promises. Behind this powerful waterfall lay the key of sincere promises. How do we get through that? Pharaoh wondered, as the force of the water pushed them back. The roar was deafening. Jana stepped forward. "The trees taught me a melody for this," she said calmly. She began to hum a gentle, rhythmic tune. Her melody wasn't loud, but it was powerful. It harmonized with the roar of the waterfall, and slowly, miraculously, the rushing water began to part, creating a safe, dry path right through the middle. As they walked through, they saw fleeting images in the water, forgotten playdates, unkept secrets. But Jana's melody wrapped around these broken moments, healing them. Behind the waterfall, resting on a stone pedestal, was a key that shimmered like a rainbow. The key of sincere promises. With 2 keys in hand, and the petals on the great dream tree falling faster, they raced to their final challenge, the Forest of Silence. Here, the key of courageous giving was guarded by a gentle giant made of moss and stone. The giant wasn't mean, but he was sad. He held the key in his massive hand, but wouldn't let it go. He communicated in deep, rumbling groans that only Jana could understand. "He's lonely," Jana translated. The mist made everyone forget him. "He's holding on to the key because it's the only beautiful thing he has left." Hala's heart went out to the lonely giant. She looked at the precious glowing sunflower she had grown, the one that had saved them in the mirror tower. It was her most prized creation. Taking a deep breath, she walked up to the giant and offered it to him. "This is for you," she said softly. "So you'll never be lonely again." The giant looked at the small girl and her bright gift. A slow, gentle smile spread across his mossy face. He carefully took the sunflower in one hand and, with the other, he opened his palm and gave Hala the final key, one carved from ancient wood. The key of courageous giving. With all 3 keys, they hurried back to the city center, just as the very last petal was about to fall from the great dream tree. The entire city was now a dull, lifeless gray. "We have to hurry," Talia shouted, her voice echoing in the silent square. They rushed to the base of the enormous tree and found 3 keyholes glowing faintly in its trunk. Hala placed the key of courageous giving, Farah placed the key of sincere promises, and Jana placed the key of forgiveness. They turned the keys together. A brilliant wave of golden light exploded from the great dream tree, more radiant than 1,000 suns. The light surged through Atheer, chasing the mist of estrangement from every corner, every street, every home. Colors returned in a breathtaking rush, the sky turned a brilliant blue, the houses glowed with warm, happy hues, and the flowers bloomed in every color imaginable. But more importantly, the light touched the hearts of the people. Neighbors who had been arguing suddenly remembered their friendship. Families who had grown distant hugged each other tightly. The city wasn't just colorful again, it was alive with laughter, forgiveness, and love. The 4 friends stood together, watching the city they had saved. They weren't just the seed guardian, the cloud weaver, the sound catcher, and the mastermind anymore. They were the heroes of Atheer, celebrated by everyone for reminding them that the truest magic comes from kindness. And from that day on, the city of Atheer never forgot its most important lesson, and its dreams shone brighter than ever before.